Hi friends, every success story is also a story of great failures. Failure is the highway to success. If you want to succeed, double your failure rate. Failure is the highway to success. If you want to succeed, double your failure rate. If you study history, you will find that all stories of success are also stories of great failures. But don't see the failures. The people never see the failures. They only see one side of the picture and they say that the person got lucky. He must have been at the right place and at the right time. Is it true? If you fail more number of times, then your success rate is also the same. And I want to tell a live example. I know a student who never seen a failures in her life. She passed the 10th class with very great points. She passed intermediate with a high rank and she passed the next exam with a great marks. But suddenly, one fine day, she failed in the exam. Then her motive changed. The very first time she had seen the failure, so she started telling herself, I can't bear this failure. I can't bear this failure, I want to die. I am not a person to live. I cannot live in this world. But I told her very clearly, see my dear student, the very first time God has given you the failure, maybe till this moment you never seen the failure in your life. Till this time you never even touched by the failure. So it's good that you have failed once. It is good that you have seen the taste of the failure. It is good that to fail at once. Then the student asked me, sir, why? How? I cannot bear this pain. Because I don't know what is the taste of the failure. I never seen it. Then I have started counseling her. That, see my dear student, now you got to know the taste of the failure. Now you got to know the taste of the negativity. You know how people react of your failure. When you succeed, everybody were with you and they praised you. But once you have seen the failure, and the same person they asked you, and maybe they were told you that why did you fail? Now you got to know the reality of the world and the people. But don't lose your confidence. But don't lose your spirits. So that is the reason I started today's class with the failure is the highway to success. And I want to tell you, I want to share you some of the great person's story. Maybe you might have heard about a person who failed in the business at the age of 21 and was defeated in the legislative race at the age of 22, failed again in business at the age of 24, overcame the death of his sweetheart at the age of 26, had a nervous breakdown at the age of 27, lost a congressional race at the age of 34, lost a senatorial race at the age of 45, failed in an effort to become vice president at the age of 47, and again lost a senatorial race at the age of 49. జీవితాంతం ఫెయిల్ అవుతూనే ఉన్నాడు. జీవితాంతం ఫెయిల్ అవుతున్నాడు. Just you failed only once. So what happened? The sky never fell down. You are not died. The parents did not leave you. Still, you are getting encouragement from all the sides. మన నువ్వు అలాగనుకుంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం చెప్పుకునే వ్యక్తిని ఏమనాలి? అతను ఏమైపోవాలి? From the age of 21 to from the age of 52. Almost 32 long years he was only lived with the failures. మన వ్యక్తి ఎవరో తెలుసా? You know who was that person? He was none other than one of the best presidents of the United States of America. He is none other than Abraham Lincoln. He became a president of the United States at the age of 52. What do you want to say about his life? You have seen failure only once, maybe twice, maybe thrice. But there was a person who failed in his life. What do you say about him? Maybe people might say that when you get the success, people might say that maybe you are lucky and you are at the right place at the right time. Is it true? Of course, let the people say whatever they think. Don't listen what the people say. Finally, you listen what your heart says, what your brain says. So my dear friends, would you call him a failure? Would you call Abraham Lincoln was a failure? He could have quit. He could have quit. But to Lincoln, defeat was a detour, not a dead end. Defeat was a detour. Detour, what is the meaning of detour? If this way is closed and he had gone through other way around. If that way is closed, he had gone to other way around. If it was closed and he might have gone to one more way. But it was not a dead end. Even if you want to reach your success, maybe this way. Maybe you have seen a failure in this way. Maybe one more way is opened. Just try in that way. If you see the failure in that way, maybe one more way is also open. But finally, if you keep on trying, if you keep on practicing, if you keep on thinking about it, thinking about that success, surely will reach your goal. So my dear friend, my dear viewers, my dear audience, defeat was not a dead end. It was a detour. The failures only comes to the human beings. The failure never comes to the hills. The failure never comes to the boards. The failure never comes to the non-living beings. You have to face it. Will you run away? Will you go away? Will you die yourself after seeing a failure? Hey, what life we are bearing. Face the challenge. Give your fighting spirit. By seeing your fighting spirit, the fear should run away. So my dear friend, learn a lesson today. Failure is not the dead end. Defeat was not the dead end. Defeat was a detour. Let the people say whatever they like. Let them go to hell. Just take their advices. Listen their advices. If you want to listen, you listen. If you want to follow, just follow. But don't forget to listen your heart and mind. So my dear friend, failure is the highway to success. If you never see the failure, you never know that you can never enjoy the happiness. Because if you can survive in the dark, then surely you can enjoy the day. But remember, do listen, in everyone's life, the failure is the common. How do you take the failure is? Will you run away from the failure? Will you go away from the failure? Or will you challenge the failure? So finally, it is your way. It is your choice. It is your attitude. Then I want to say one more story. A New York Times editorial on December 10th, 1903 questioned the wisdom of the Wright brothers who are trying to invent a machine. heavier than air that would fly. So 1 week later at Kitty Hawk, the Wright brothers took their famous flight. A New York Times editorial on December 10th, 1903 questioned the wisdom of Wright brothers. Of course, it might be true. Because can you imagine any object which fly in the air, which is heavier than the air? Even the people ridiculed them, but they took it as a challenge. They took it as a challenge and they took it to the heart and they did everything just in a week. Just in a week. So, would you call them as a failure? Then, one of the greatest personalities of our times. Have you heard of KFC? Of course, you might have heard about it. Have you enjoyed the Wednesday offer? No? Right. What is a KFC? What is a KFC? Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Do you know who invented that? It was none other than Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders. At the age of 65, oh my God, he started his life at the age of 65. How old are you now? Maybe 20? Maybe 30? Or maybe 25? Was the life end? Are you at the edge of the life? See, Colonel Sanders. He started at the age of 65, his new life. With a beat up car and $100 check from Social Security, realized he had to do something. He realized that he had to do something. At the age of 65, my dear friends, at the age of 65, he realized he had to do something. Such a retirement is, he was retired, he got some check and he had a small beat up car. Then what does he know? Does he need more than that? But he never relaxed. He never relaxed. But he said very clearly that his life started at the age of 65. He remembered his mother's recipe and went out selling. How many doors did he have to knock before his first order? 1, 2 doors, 3 doors. It is estimated that he had knocked on more than 1,000 doors before he got his first order. 1,000 doors. At the age of 65, he knocked more than 1,000 doors. How many times you will try? Maybe once? Bah, I tried but I did not succeed. Twice, oh my God, I worked very hard. Thrice, no, it is not my cup of tea. It is not my bread and butter. Fourth time, leave it. Maybe fifth time, shut your mouth. We will want them again. But Colonel Sanders, he knocked more than 1,000 doors. How many of us quit after 3 tries, 10 tries, 100 tries, and then we say, tried as hard as we can. After trying for 1 try, 2 tries, 3 tries, 4 tries, then we say that I tried very hard. I gave everything but I could not see the success. Maybe success is not my partner. So think once. Learn from Abraham Lincoln, who failed n number of times but finally became a president of USA. And see the Wright brothers, they were humiliated. And best example is that Colonel Sanders, who started his new life at the age of 65. Now I believe that everyone likes to have KFC. That is KFC. That is failure. That's what, remember the starting point. The failure is the highway to success. If you never see the failure, you never ever win your life. You have to sweat out. You have to work very hard. So finally, don't run away. Fight with the failure. Thank you. Your Sudhakar. Bye.